Some good news for the housing market. Home prices are expected to rise by 4% beginning next year.
As Channel 4 Scott Johnson tells us, this trend is expected to stick around. Scott's joining us now live. Scott?
If this happens, Jen, these signs you have in yards might finally be pulled out as sales start to happen. And those houses that are sitting vacant might start to be owned by someone. Been as depressed about real estate as the market itself. You're not alone, as foreclosures have gone up and sales have gone down. But soon that could change. Market watchers predict home prices could go up 4% each year for the next 5 years.
Once the values stabilize and start appreciating again, it'll allow for lenders to widen the requirements a little bit.
I sat down with Mark Boyer, CEO of Foundation Financial. He says South Florida sales are starting to go up, possibly because there are more foreclosures in South Florida than almost anywhere in the nation. Boyer says investors are doing most of the buying, but he says Jacksonville is not seeing as much buying.
Jacksonville is not coming back as fast as South Florida, but also it didn't fall as far. So we're looking at a fairly stable environment right now, not a huge increase, but what we are seeing is the purchases and the sales numbers increase and inventory shrink, which is the first stage before the prices start to increase again.
Boyer says a lot of buyers are opting for 15-year mortgages instead of 30, feeling more confidence in the market. But he adds you might be running out of time to get a great deal, as the market may have already hit rock bottom.
Jacksonville is not coming back as fast as South Florida, but also it didn't fall as far. So we're looking at a fairly stable environment right now, not a huge increase, but what we are seeing is the purchases and the sales numbers increase and inventory shrink, which is the first stage before the prices start to increase again.
So that's the status right now. He says a lot of investors are the ones who are buying these right now, as far as small buyers who are looking for just to get that gem that's going to skyrocket in price. It's getting more and more difficult to get those. He says you want to buy now if you want to get it at its absolute bottom, because he says it could be going up soon, as these national figures indicate. We're live tonight. Scott Johnson, Channel 4.